Good morning! Welcome back to the stream, VOD and or YouTube video, whichever one you happen to be watching. So, yeah, we're back today and we're looking at Purple Plus again. We're back to the list of issues from yesterday. And, well, I say yesterday, it's been there for ages, I've not got round to it yet. So, yesterday we worked on the edit appearance section, so you can look at which flare and roll you want to have as your primary category. So rather than there being like a slight drop down, it's now where you select the actual badge instead, so you know what it actually is going to look like. We also looked briefly at the statistics page, but I couldn't figure it out, but I'm going to come back to that in a minute because I found something that might help. And we then also looked at the index page briefly as well, and I can't remember what the other thing was now. Oh, it was the manage account section on the admin page, that was it. So that's now partial and will stop rendering the previous person's data all the time because that was getting quite annoying. So, just a quick sit rep about the streaming itself. We've still got Monster Cat on, and I was going to change that because I uploaded the stream from yesterday up to YouTube last night. I got 24 copyright notices for that in one video, so apparently it's not no copyright on YouTube as well. So note to self, what was something different. I was going to do no copyright sounds, but for some reason the 24/7 service is offline today. So it is what it is, I suppose. So we'll stick with Monster Cat for now, and we'll go from there. So this statistics page, I have found this. So when you run this code here, it basically does exactly what I want to do. slightly irritating, but is what it is, I suppose. And also it does it all at the same time, which is the next big issue I was having. So, as all good developers do, I'm just going to borrow this, and we will find the bit of code we're after. So, statistics, and we're not going to bother with any of this anymore. I'll leave it there just in case. And then now we've got our bits. I don't know if this is actually a standard thing or not. I've not really looked into it much. I actually got this up just as the countdown was playing at the start. So we shall see. But if I go to the HTML section, which is one of these, that one, then we will see that I can now do, rather than this data attribute, if I do span class count and then make that 10, not 110, 10, and let's see if it works, I suppose. So did I set it off running? Nope. Oh, it's already doing this again. Right, that was the other big thing from yesterday, is at some random intervals it just decides that it's on strike and doesn't want to cooperate, so I'm now going to have to restart the whole thing again. And that's a note to self, look into why the keyboard just stops working at random moments. Not to worry, I suppose. So while this does its thing, I might as well put in a bit of a reminder that I have also put some description panels. I had these there yesterday, but I didn't make any reference to them. And yeah, they're all there. Got Discord, YouTube, Twitter, the usual. I've also got a little about me section, and I've also brought in Nightbot as well. Which I don't particularly like Nightbot in itself. It is the best thing for what I need. So yeah, the commands are available in the description panels, or whatever the Nightbot command for the commands page is. Should all work nicely. It did yesterday at least. Just waiting for this to load up, and then back to it again. What it is with, because I'm using VirtualBox, is sometimes at the bottom, there's a little, you can't see this because OBS doesn't capture it. Basically, sometimes nothing at all works. For example, now it still isn't working despite me restarting it, and I don't know why. This is typical. Let me just have to shut it down and restart it. Come on. Oh, there we go. I don't know what I did, but it worked. So yesterday's stream, obviously the VOD is still there, and I'm currently on Twitch Prime, so I think that means it stays for 60 days, the VOD, or is it 30? I can't remember. But if that's not enough, then I've also scheduled it to be uploaded to YouTube today. I think it's at midday, but I can't actually remember. Yeah, but for now it's on there anyway, so it's not like you can't access it either way. Definitely goes up today though. As far as regular schedules go, I'm thinking of doing Wednesdays and Sundays. That's the plan. Probably later on in the evening, because obviously this is now, as you can see, just in the corner there under chat. It's 25 to 10 in the morning for me. Whereas I might do some evening streams instead, just to match it with other people's time zones a bit better. Right. Come on, Chrome. There we go, okay. So, what about statistics? Hey, that's pretty good actually. But yeah, it's a bit annoying because you're not long spent on this yesterday, but if it works, it works. What can I say? Let's take off all these IDs and data values that I don't need anymore. I should add that I'm aware that they won't always be 10. I'm just trying to get the actual animation bit working, and then I will move on to the other bit later. The plan. And what I'll do is I think it should probably just take a bit less time. In 2 seconds. Yeah, that's alright, isn't it? So if we mix up the values slightly, and we're going to have actually, how many it is? I think it's 1,000 and I think it's 1,100 approved. Probably 150 rejected, I'd say. Oh, sorry, that's pending. For pending, we probably have about 20 at the moment. I don't know. There was quite a few yesterday when I checked, but I didn't have time to solve them. That'll be that something. This is probably highly unrealistic, but still. Profile revisions would be probably 1,000. Quite a few people added them, but not loads. There we go, that's alright. Yeah. Now all I need to do is actually get the correct statistics. These ones, I might animate them anyway because it's straightforward, but I wasn't going to, because when you first load the page you won't see those. So if you quickly swap while this bit's doing its thing, that won't necessarily be the case. Yeah, let's do that. Right. So, I'm just thinking of doing one big that gets statistics function in its own little object at the bottom. So, let's go to the bottom and statistics equals an object. Actually, I should probably put statistics above settings. Do it that way. Not that it makes any difference, I just think it looks a bit tidier if you have it in a certain way that makes sense to me. Okay, and then so just get is the only one we're going to need really. So get, nothing, don't need any parameters for that, and then this, and then return the nice long promise, and then in an ideal world I'd then have to like do one big query, it'll just get everything, but I don't think it's going to work particularly nicely. So, MongoDB, multiple queries. And multiple. Because I don't want just to have one big result, because then that just makes it a bit more. Tell you what, for the time being, I'm just going to keep to it as this, I think. So, got to find users. I suppose it doesn't need to, this needs to be length really, doesn't it? This could be difficult. Number of documents in collection. Count. Yeah, that's what I need, so I need count. To count where this applies, so let's see. I want to do profile status is approved. We're going to make a payload object to send back. Do I want to insert here? Yes, that's probably a good way of doing it. Yeah, stick to that. So then under this I want to have payload, I can learn to type, payload dot approved, no, payload dot profiles equals thing. We'll do it as profiles to add requests, which we'll do up here. So payload dot twos, payload dot requests. So then I can do payload dot profiles dot approved equals result, and that should send back what I need in theory. So what we'll do is we'll just do this a few times, the most horrible, inefficient way imaginable, and then we'll see if it works. So let's close these off. Yeah, so then pending can be that. So the difficult part is when it comes to counting the number of rejection, the number of revisions and stuff, because that's actually, excuse me, a list of like an array in the object, and counting those is an absolute pain in the neck. In hindsight, I haven't stored the data very well, but it's a bit late to change it really, so I'll just deal with it. Okay, so I can get rid of this now because that bit works. There we go, and then close that completely, and then round statistics, and we will do, well, let's get the statistics, that'd be a good start. db.statistics.get, then function. And for now, let's just get the data itself. I think that's the best way to do this. So let's just, that didn't indent properly. There we go. Let's just console log data, and then we'll know what we're getting back at least. So let's restart the program. Read node, there we go. Wait for that to do its thing, then I go back to this and refresh that. Pending one, rejected one. I think that's actually what it should be. Let me log in. Mine's down as pending, so that must mean that the other one I can check. I do Glicient, it should say, yeah, not been approved, so that must mean that that one's the rejected one. And then if I log in as the other, actually no, two-factor one, I'll do it manually through command prompt. What I was going to say was I'll log in as my actual Glicient account, but the problem with that is that if it'll load up my profile, try and load the player, and that just will crash everything because it's just not, my virtual machine and my computer are just not prepared to take that at all. Right, users, and then find one, and this should find Glicient. Yep, that one should be rejected. Good, so if I change that now, DB users update one, where username is Glicient, then set that, and set the profile status as approved. Cool. And then if I now refresh the statistics page, like so, I should now see in this window null. Right, why has it done that? Did I just not load it right? Null again. That's interesting. What typo on one of these? That is interesting. One of them must be causing an error somewhere. That's what I'm thinking, because that's where it resolves. Well, learning and a search should catch that, so. I still don't understand why it would do that, so. let's just try that out, shall we? Oh, didn't restart the program. They're all right. Okay. Oh, it's because there's oh, I see. Right, I get why now. So yeah, I just want that really, don't I? So that, I don't need this bit anymore. It turns out. Because result won't always be necessarily really what I want. I didn't restart it again. There we go, so now it's got it right. Good. So, right, okay, so MongoDB, add up values from documents. So I need an aggregate function for this, I think. Just some example would be nice. Oh wait, no, because views is done by length of arrays, isn't it? Add up lengths of arrays in documents. This is where it gets a bit messy. So match it as that. Project the size of them and then that. Okay. And that results in no ID and the length. Okay, that should work. So let's just copy this bit and change the details. Oh, I thought of that. Right, okay. To match the actually no, we're not matching anything, are we? Because what's the point really? So we're not matching, that's fine. We are projecting the so that this is going to be views as the length of you know, I can't remember what it's called now. Views. Just tidy this up a bit, so then the ID isn't needed, but I think you have to have the field actually there. Annoyingly, so not much I can do about that. But right aside, like so. Function result, and let's do that. I don't know if this will react because it's actually null for this, and on my part that was probably a bad idea. I haven't actually came to make the code, but still, what it is I suppose. Get views as a result. Restart the program, see what we get. Oh dear. Right, so that's the problem there then, it's trying, so Do I need to match? Actually, I do need to match. I know what I can do to fix this. If I click here and add a match, and what I can do is match where the profile.views is an array. So what I need to do is MongoDB type operator oh hang on, aggregation, that's what I need. How would I use that as a kind of what I wanted, I think. I don't know, let's try it. It might not work. That probably won't, but it's worth a go. Type is array. Okay, it's returned an array, which is helpful. Not really, but why has it done that? Is the big question. Dare I do this, but let's try going to my profile and logging straight back out again. I've actually logged in first as well, so it knows. It only counts the views if you're logged in, because otherwise it can't verify if it's unique or not. Okay, so that's now got one. It's fine. Incidentally, I wonder if... Oh yeah, it's working. That's good. I'm good, I'm glad that's working. Right. I don't know what's happened here though with that icon. Right. Back to this then. So... let's have another crack at it, because in theory I've not actually changed anything. It should just work. No. I wonder if it's just returning properly. It's just this match statement I don't think is right. I think that's what it is. Didn't restart it again. Still didn't get node mod. I need to do that. What if I view my own profile? Would that work? Oh no, clearly not. Let's start it off again. Okay. No, that still didn't work. Size must be an array. Oh, it's profile.views. Ah. I don't know if that'll work now that I think about it. Views object. Great. What is object? That is the question. Well, that remains the question of then if I go back to this, and if I set this to use as well. Yes, that doesn't work. But if I put match state, which I've actually just deleted, back in, like so, and restart the program. It just makes it. I don't get this. Why is it returning that? I don't want that. I wonder if there's just no, well, there is an operator for it. This is what I don't really get, because it knows what that, this is kind of what I want. But how do I then verify that? Type A. Oh, and then I match what's that could work. Clever. So clear this bit out. So then I project. Oh, it's done it again. Right. Before I have to restart the virtual box again, the logic here is that let's see if I can just. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. Right. I don't know what I did, but I just pressed some buttons and it worked. So. If I now project, I'm trying to think what would be taken. Use type as the type of nice quotes. Of profile.views, and then if I end that there, actually, what is going on with this today? I think I've actually done a syntax error there. That closes there still. I want to end that one completely, and open up a new project here. That's good. Good. And then I need to put a match statement between them here. Just type. Array. Okay, let's try that. Can I just bundle like a project and I'll type in this as well? Is that a thing that works? Type as, well, type really. Oh, views type. Just a thought. Apparently there's an invalid operator somewhere, but that doesn't really help matters at the moment. I don't get that part. Like, why is it doing that? Profiles lot of views is what it should be. I suppose if it's an aggregation thing, it's different, isn't it? So no example. Oh, here we go. Examples, right? So aggregate project A as the type of A. That's yeah. That's what I want. Let's put in a different one for a minute, and then we'll come back to it. Let's just remove all this match bit and we'll just gradually add bits back into it. Like so. Okay, so we're still doing it even still. Right. Maybe it's just because I'm trying to do this thing here. That's the only thing that I think isn't actually being done in the example. Nope. Same error again. Same error again. Right, project. Use type. A in theirs. You know what? Let's just copy the exact example. See what it does. Doesn't paste is the answer. Okay. Oh, don't start this again. There we go. Yeah, I found out that the solution to the random keyboard breaking is to just go into keyboard settings and it just click OK and it just works for some reason. Right, let's try that. I mean, A doesn't exist, so it might just, you know. So it's not strike again. Okay, great, so even the example works. That's just fantastic. Let's just Google it. Okay. No, no. This is confusing, to say the least. Right, I guess what I'm going to have to do is just leave that out for a bit. But then I suppose I need this bit because it's quite an important part. No, I don't want to update yet. What was it called? Invalid operator. Invalid operator. Okay, that wasn't really. Oh, not this early, didn't I? But that's Python, so really help. Yeah, I think I might just have to leave it again and come back to it, because that's the problem here. But just to prove that the rest of it does work, I think what we'll do, so we can sort of just start to show, or start to get an idea of how this is going to work. We can hang on, what have I done here? I've double indented. Yeah, that's right. I think what we can do is just get the bits that work here. So, and data, and then this bit we will have data.profiles.approved. Yeah, well, this isn't going to look very good for the time being, but it'll look better when it's actually pushed live. Okay. Oh, didn't restart again. Okay, 1, so that's fine. Yeah, nice. So I think as far as the rest of it goes, I might just have to leave it for a bit. Because for this one, it's just a case of counting up the size of the array. But I think it's quite an important statistic, so I do want to get it working. Same goes for this one as well. The easy solution might just be assume that everything, like change it so it's an array by default. That's what I'm thinking now. So if I go to profile and have the submit function. But then again, I suppose that is. So so it is trying to send it as an. Oh, that's interesting. But maybe that's only if it's already exists. Yeah, I might be right about that actually. Yeah, let's do that then. So views is views, and then I don't actually define. Ah, so that's the bug, right? That explains a lot then. So if I do this, hang on, bring that code back. I need it now. Yeah, I don't need this bit anymore. And change that so it's not commented out. I don't need to bother with projections or matching stuff anymore. And that should be that. And then Yep, and then if I actually go into the Mongo thing, then I can do DB users, update many, and then where where profile use, the one I'm looking for, is null. Set profile dot views. I missed a thing there. As an array. Oops. Don't know why I did that, but let's try it again. DB users update many. So profile dot views is null. Set that. There we go. Okay, so let's see if that works now then. No, why? Why? The group aggregate type must be defined. Oh, I know what I've done. It's because I forgot to remove this part when I was messing before. Cool. Oh, didn't restart again. A whole one. Even though I'm pretty sure that should be 2, but... Oh wait, no, because I set it to null, didn't I? So, is it Glycient or Glycient changed? Let's find out. That one, that's it. So if I just change this again. Actually, the spotlight page just reminded me, I don't know what to do about a spotlight page. I don't really like it, to be honest. I don't think it serves its intended purpose as well as I would have liked. Really, the idea was that it would be, constantly full, but the reality is, it just isn't. So for that reason, I'm just thinking, just scrap it entirely. Right, do I need this? Because I don't think I do, but and I don't want to return it unnecessarily, so I'm going to check. I also don't like unnecessary quotes as well. Okay, that's why I didn't need that then. Yeah, so you need that. It turns out you do need that, annoyingly. So ID null. Result dot count, and then that should mean that when I get back on the this side. Should now have undefined, hooray! Just what I need. Well, what was result when before? It was just... Oh, it's because it's result 0 count, that's why. I need to install NodeMon, I'm going to keep doing this. Hey, that's what I want to see. So now I can go back to this bit and do use, and then now what's good is I know that basically I've just got to repeat the exact same process twice more, and that's the profile statistics bit done. So let's just copy and paste this a couple more times. preferably in the correct place. So then indent, indent, then I need 2 more sets of these. Indent, 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 and unindent, indent. So they're in the wrong place. This one's going to be revisions. Profile revisions, and this one's going to be boats. That's the other one. Let's see if this works. See, I can't actually remember. Do I enforce? I can't remember if I put the revisions object there anyway, if it only appears when, I think it's my own question. Can't read 0 undefined, 338. Oh, right. Boats. I know this isn't the problem, but let's just change it anyway. So I'm going to assume that it's just not returned anything for this, so let's find out. Undefined. Interesting. I wonder if that's just because I've let's check. So if I do time 1 profile underscore revisions, that would explain it. Why did you do call it revisions? I don't know, but oh well. In order to prevent mass loss of data, I do try to avoid changing the data too much, but sometimes it's just unavoidable. Oh, oh, I might know why I've called it that. It's because it's not actually in the profiles object, is it? Ah. What's it doing? There we go. Okay. Okay, but no idea what you're on about, but that's fine. Come on. Same problem again. I still got the name wrong. Interesting. I don't get it. Why is it doing that? Oh right, I'm with you now, yeah. Well, I'd like to say it's just temporary. Whether or not it stays just temporary or not is another matter. But yeah, it's callback hell is what I call it. Hopefully just going to be temporary, as I say. I'd like to be able to find a way to just combine it all into one function. I think there is a way of doing it, but I'll find a way later. What I don't get is why it's just doing this. Well, apparently this is undefined, but it shouldn't be. Let's just move the result here. Restart that. Yeah, so it's promised on this this side here. So on the actual server side it is, yeah, and then it's promised back, so it resolves here, and then the errors are here as well. But this isn't even an error; it's a type error, which is a bit I can't really work out. Right. Just undefined, I don't get it. So it's grouping. Hey, thanks from Monster Cat. I'm gonna have to change it at some point because I'm gonna upload this to YouTube afterwards, whichever. It just I got 24 copyright notices yesterday with one stream. But I don't know if you're aware of Monster Cat, but if you're not, here's the link to it. I'm not sure what the song is because I've got it audio only on VLC Media Player, just to save it CPU. Do you mean the Twitch library, or do you mean a different one? Because I was going to use no copyright sounds, but for some reason the 24-hour stream, as it's called, is offline today for some apparent reason. If you got a link to that, that'd be really helpful. No copyright music. Oh, no copyright music. Right. Okay. Spotify. Right. Okay. I'll take a look at that later. I'll make a note of it. Thank you very much. Let's just check if comment this bit out. Ah, so it's Twitch FM. Alright, great, thank you. Let me bookmark that actually. So take a look later. No, I've called it localhost by accident, but it's fine. I don't remember what it is. Oh, I didn't actually restart it again. Okay, good. So that bit actually does work then. So views, votes. I don't think I should really check votes because I'm not voting on anything, but we can test that. So, Eclesiant. Upvote and run away before it crashes everything. Then back to statistics. We should see 1. Good. But it's also incremented votes for some reason. Oh wait, hang on. Revisions. Why is revisions going up? Oh, because results carried forward. Right, okay. Am I using sequelized? I don't know what that is, so I'm going to assume no. Is it a thing for Sublime? Because if it is, then I didn't actually set it up. A friend just gave me a list of packages that I might need. I use Atom usually, but for because Atom uses a lot of CPU, I couldn't run it in a virtual machine. So I stuck it to this. I actually kind of prefer it as well. So it's alright. I missed the square bracket. I missed some brackets off. Leave them there for now. Library for MySQL with. Oh, no, I'm not. I never used MySQL actually. Yes, I know it's callback hell. We've just been talking about this. It's temporary. I promise. I promise I will fix it. I'm just trying to get it to work at least. And do you know what the best part is, Ventic? It's not even, it's only just begun. I've got about 18 of these to do. Unfortunately. I just don't see the problem with this. Yeah, oh, I'm feeling it alright, don't worry. I'm feeling the pain of my decision making already. It's temporary. Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah, that's probably the most true thing anyone's ever said to me. Yeah, I know, I know. What's that? And the thing is, well, what's that little, you know, what's that little rhyme people use? It's, like 99 little bugs in the code, take one down, patch it around, 127 little bugs in the code. That is just my life in a nutshell. And it's funny to mention looking at the same code 2 years later. I wrote a chatbot in Node, I never actually published it. And I came back, and some of the things I'd done, it's like, if I had an 8-roll command, and what I'd genuinely done was I'd done a random variable between 1 and 23, and I'd done if random equals 1, display this, if random equals 2, display this, and so on, all the way to 21. I didn't even use a switch statement or anything, it was just all ifs, and yeah. Look, I'm trying to keep on top of this code. Hey, thanks for following, Denaxi. It's very nice. Very clever name, trying to get me to say that, but yeah. Thanks for the follow. Hope you're enjoying this day. Oh, 3 hours to burn. Well, boredom is the best way to spend with me. What's caused the delay? Is it weather or something? You know what, I'm going to come back to this later, I think. I think that's the best way to solve this, otherwise I'm going to be here all day with it. Seems to be the best way to solve things, is just to, you don't know what it is. Okay, so I'm going to leave that feature there for today, and what I now want to move on to, which I had prepared, but due to the issues I had to restart, is I have somewhere the things I want to do. I don't drink tea! Oh, sorry for the flight, right? I don't know if you're into flight or me, but if it's me, I don't drink tea. If it's Wi-Fi, if it's the plane that I got Wi-Fi from, then have a look at the... If you just YouTube Yorkshire Airlines, that is that's quite a good one to watch. This was the one I wanted to do. So at the moment, this Twitch subreddit bot returns like 5 results every time someone posts to our Twitch, if it can find them. But sometimes it can return things that are like 4 years old or something. So what I want to do is get it so for every month old, the result like relevancy down by 2%. So it'll put it further down the result, and people will know it might not work as well as you'd like. So it's in modules posts, I think. This is the one, yes. Should get on coding, but you're slacking. Yeah, we all do it. We all do it. There are just some days when I just think, you know, I'm having today off. Right, difference there. And then I want to take away from difference, so where distance ends, I want to do take away months times 0.2. And then what I need to do is figure out what the months are. So var months equals till I fix some things in my new mod chat soon, back in July. Soon TM. Soon TM. Yeah, getting started and you just sort of get into it, don't you? That's what I always find. It's just the effort of loading everything up, getting started, and actually, you know, getting into it. Once you're into it, it's actually alright, is what I find. It's just that first startup of the project that kills. I've actually seen your email chat for a while. I just remember it being Materialise. That's the only thing I remember about it. What's the difference with the old one? Do you know, I've actually forgotten what the timestamps are in Reddit API. Yeah, I was going to ask what the difference was between your email chat and the old one, because I've not really used the old one. I did use the old one occasionally. I just remember the discussion in, I think it was TSV chat, about you saying it was Materialised design now. Okay, now I wish I had my JSON module, like formatter installed. Hang on a minute, it's here somewhere. No, it's not even timestamp. It was worth a guess. Pub stuff too. Ah! Yeah, that's... And again, the pub stuff I've not really looked into, I don't really know much about it. I know it's like, sort of, pulling in things like auto mod, and yeah. Mod logs is a good idea. Speaking of like things like PubSub, my next project after I finish with this is I'd like to make a npm library for the new API. Still Vanilla.js. I've never used it. Oh, I don't know if that's Vanilla.js a library or if it's just Vanilla.js. Either way though, I'm sure it's more tidy than mine. I'm gonna have to look this up on my local machine because I can't actually tell where the timestamps are. Hang on a moment. I just opened Chrome and now OBS is screaming. Encoding overloaded! Consider turning down video settings. And turn them down if I tried. Straight, yeah, I just... There we go, buffering should stop now. I've closed Chrome. There we go, the warning's gone away now. But I've now learnt that it's actually created, it's called. So, that's fine. The data got created. And then months equals d dot rip CPU indeed. Yeah, I probably should, well, I think I'm looking to a graphics card next. I've doubled my RAM, so I'm on 16 gigs of RAM now. But you know, it wasn't cheap as it is. So I don't want to load up statistics again. What am I trying to do here? I don't think I can really. I can't really test this, can I? I just realised. suppose unless I can... Yeah, let's try just log in everything and then let's see what it turns up. D, months, and difference. Is the lag gone now? Buffering lag, whichever. Oh, and now chat is just gone. I don't know what's happened there. There we go. Okay, so that didn't return anything, did it? How unusual, unless it's just terminating because it's already got something on there. I think you need to do that. I don't know what I have to do is I have to set it running later and actually post stuff. But that would be very good on stream because you won't be able to see what I'm trying to post. So we'll leave that one there for now, and I will review that next stream. On that one. So if given it's airport Wi-Fi, I would be surprised at that as well. I was going to assume it was like, you know, YouTube 144p or something, but if you can manage with source, that's pretty good. To be fair though, I must admit my source quality that I'm outputting probably isn't anything groundbreaking as it is. Right, real-time admin tables, this one sounds like fun. So, currently what we have is, I'm going to swap accounts for this actually. I'll just promote my other one. What we have at the moment is we just have a list, and it's usually a long list of all the profiles that are currently ending, which is fine. The only problem with it is it just doesn't live update, and I think that'd be worth doing. Just so you can leave it open in the background, you can even put a sound to it, so as they come through, someone can just, you know, hear it, click it, job done. Day one that should be. By the way, Ventic, while you're here, is there still a dashboard being made for OBOT? I vaguely remember it being posted somewhere. I think it might have been an actual site. I just wasn't sure if it actually ever happened or not, or if it still is happening. Okay, that'll do. Oh. No, I know what I've done. It's because I've put me as that, shall we? And that's why I want to do that. There we go. So profiles here. So you can see this is my profile, and we get these. Soon TM, right? Okay. Fair enough. Okay, yeah. So what I need to do is come up with some way of bouncing all the pending profiles back to the admin page and keeping it secure. It doesn't need to be particularly secure, but I just think it works better that way. So router.post get, as contradictory as that is, function is, don't need next for this, and then need all this bit. Why did it do that? No, why would I want that? No. There we go. And then And do I want to render them here? I don't want to send them and let it. No, I'm gonna render it here actually. And then here we'll do res send. Oh wait, hang on. No, that's not right. I want to just do else there. Else forbidden, and that's it. How are you finding the Switch beta, by the way? I've been using it a fair bit. I think it's actually quite nice. I think it's really good. I mean, there's the odd thing where you just, you know, it bounces you back to the original. It just gets a bit irritating on that basis, but on the whole, I've had no problems with it particularly. Ending profile partial, I think we'll call it. Commercial will go on and then the sound gone after it was ran. Is that Twitch Presents by any chance? Just a hunch. But no, I'll keep an eye out for any more reports of that. I'll pass it on if I need to. Oh yeah, that's the same goes for me because I don't get ads either, so that would explain a lot. That said, my Prime runs out. Oh, today actually. That's nice. Is it already actually out? Or I know it's still there. Yeah. Yeah, my Prime runs out today, I think. Not renewing it. I miss the badge more than anything. I don't mind ads. Oh right, I didn't realise that's how you did the bug report form. Ah, today I learned. I genuinely didn't know that. I just thought that was there for just to say you were on the beta. Google. Go dot. Anyway, I'll show you where it is. I'm assuming it means that one there. Oh yeah, it does work. It's that bit there. Oh, interesting. Might submit some feedback later. Okay, so where was I? Profiles. Now I can just remove that bit for now. Paste it in. Bring it back slightly, and like so. That's done. And then next bit order of business is to put some sort of ID here that says pending profiles, and then I don't think I need to do this bit anymore, so that's fine. And then now if I load this page, it should just load nothing. Kind of. Oh, hang on, something's broken. What's it done? Oh, it's not. I know what I've done. It's because it's not get months, isn't it? That's a good thing I left that running. get month? I don't actually remember. Tell you what I'll do for now is I'll just put 1 for now, then I'll just put a comment of to do, make this work. Seems pretty simple. Right. I don't want to keep jumping between things, so I'll just leave it at that for now. What I need to do is find the years, subtract that away from the current year, then find the months and then subtract that away from the current months. And then for every year, times by 12, add the remaining months, and then times it by 0.2, and take that away from the difference. Okay. Where did I put? So admin profiles, then I want a new bit that does document.ready. Now if I do a set interval, yeah, best comment ever, most descriptive comment ever. No, document. Do you know, I've generally forgotten how to do this now. Document on ready, or delegate. Are any of these going to document ready? Right. Okay. So, just wondering how's best to do this. So I'll need to do the actual post bit first. So post, admin, profiles, get. I don't need to send any data, and then I can just straight up do a callback. Set data, and then I suppose it's quite straightforward. What I'm just doing, ending profiles. Like that, I suppose. And then let's see if that's just fixed it. Good. And then what I can do is make that into a function of get profiles. And then I can do a set an interval. Which will then basically, actually you have to put, can you just do get profiles like that? Is that a thing? I wonder. And then every minute, I suppose. I guess so, yeah. So 60 milliseconds. No, 60,000 milliseconds is what I wanted to say there. Right, let's see this crash. Okay, that worked. So if I open this in a new window, which not let me do because I'm logged in. Hang on a minute. There we go. Okay, now I can actually get to it. And then if I very quickly go to this. Now we wait for a bit, so the time's currently 10:51, we wait for 10:52, and hopefully this will disappear. In theory. Oh, this is tedious. Come on. I wonder if it's errored and I've just not realised it. No, it should call a function, so that should work. Tell you what, let's just make it a bit shorter of time. Okay, there's nothing here, that's good. And then let's make that pending. And we'll just watch the seconds tick up. Okay, so that didn't work then. Oh, so I don't need to actually have the brackets in, maybe that's what I've done. Okay, that kind of works, just not how I intended fully. And now wait for a bit for it to. There we go. So okay, live updating works. It's fine. That was actually much easier than I expected. But I'm going to change it to minute, I think. Then again, I suppose. Yeah, let's keep it to that. I think that would be easier. Yeah, okay, that's fine. The live updating works. Now, what I'm going to do. So one of them is now done, and then I want to look into the cruise one. Wrong thing. I want HTML for it. This is what I wanted. Oh, this is where it gets messy, this. And my headphones just split in half, that's helpful, isn't it? Oh well, carry on as we go. So, right. So how am I rendering this then? Get all users, and oh, that is not what I want to happen at all. Fortunately, I don't see an alternative around that, so I guess I'll just carry on like that. Yeah, do it that way. So I want again another beta.post get function. Res. Yeah, Twitch, Discord and GitHub all seems like a nice place to work. I think most places that are sort of developer jobs and online companies, I think they're quite nice places. I think it's just to attract people in more than anything. That said, if you've seen that BBC Paranormal documentary on Amazon, don't work at Amazon is the point, in one of the storage depot places. I didn't realise they actually Right, Discord SQ, nice. That's fine still. If I use nomination function, yeah. I'll close the thing wanted. Here we go. Right, so for this and this. Yeah, I won't work at Amazon. They were showing they had like what it was it was in one of the sort of storage depots close to Amazon, or well, started out as sort of like a delivery sort of service, and they push around these really heavy trolleys and the tracks, so they say you must get to this point by this time, and it's like something you see in some sort of like prison, where they've been forced to push these things round to a certain. Anyway. Oh yeah, double your application if you go for it. Oh, it works out for you. Yeah, exactly. You've got to show keen, haven't you? And I think if you can do that, then it's the best part, really. I want to try and rack up some volunteer work sooner or later, and then start looking at something proper.
Give me the mic, I'm back, bitch.
Oops, that's fine. That's strange, because that is happening. Oh, I didn't restart the thing. That's fine. I'm awful for remembering to restart that. No, I don't do programming professionally at all. I am the least professional programmer you'll ever come across. No, it's a hobby. I'm entirely self-taught, and I just do it because I enjoy it more than anything, and make the odd projects like this. This one is for the Bar Twitch subreddit, so I just do it for the things I'm involved in. Really, I would not expect anyone to pay for anything that I do, and that's why I don't monetize any of it, because I just think, you know, it'd be wrong, really. And I'm going to assume that you do. What programming do you do? It's something I pursue though. I'd like to carry on computer science in the future. This is strange. Oh, I suppose it's just not got anything to render, has it? Yeah, so that's not rendering anything, is it? Most of the back end stuff, right? Yeah, I suppose that explains the SQL question earlier. I can't really test this, so again I'll have to just you know, trust I've done it right and come back to it off stream and catch up with it, I suppose. I'll look at the wrong thing. I want this page, so again it's going to be difficult to put in the not found box. Okay, so let's see. So ending. Just go oh, don't want to do that. The tinkering database. Oh, databases do my head in. They just never seem to do what you want them to do. That's my problem with them. And I don't like working with them at all, to be honest. I am doing a project in Python at the moment, and that's not database, it's text files. I find text files bad enough, so I do all JSON stuff, mate. I think JSON's just the way forward. Just save JSON to a file, and it's, you know, job's good. Really, the only thing you can't do is just query it as much. But I think for the simplicity of it, I think it's a price worth paying. Right, that works. I need to put an ID here for pending request, and then I'll just copy this bit. Paste this bit. I've just realised what I've done. If there's something I can... Yeah, I'll have to incorporate this bit actually. Okay, we'll worry about that in a minute. So, requests everywhere. Explain about projects. This project is called Purple Plus. It's actually live at the moment. If you go to its link to it. What it is it's a promotion platform for the Twitch subreddit. So what we used to do was we used to allow people to post an introduction. I say we, this was before my time moderating there. So you post one introduction post. And then basically it got a bit out of hand, so then we introduced, well I say we, I didn't, this was the lead moderator before me, introduced something called TwitchDB, which allowed people to post it on a website, and then they got all these different like pages where they appear. So for example, I currently appear on this one, and it's got all these different sorting things, and there's, you know, all sorts of other little bits and pieces to it. Anyway, that person is now Twitch staff, so they left, and it basically they couldn't maintain it anymore, and it got into a bit of a state. By a bit of a state, I mean it was practically unusable. So I went away and I've redone it, and this is what we're left with now. And I've also integrated a couple other things, such as to and add requests into it, which all in all just bring everything together really. And it all appears in your profile and is part of just your overall sort of user profile, if you like, I suppose. And I'm just working on it. So the first feature's gone out, people have said what they think of it. I want to just basically act on said feedback and make it better. Really, that's the idea in a nutshell. Basically, in short, it's a promotion system, and that's sort of what we're working towards with it. I use it as well, got my own profile. Do you actually work at Twitch, Bentic? I thought you were a staffman, but I'm beginning to think I might have been wrong about that. Obviously missed something somewhere. This is the wrong page. I wonder it looks so weird. It's because I'm on the admin thing. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Of course, we'll update because get's already in use. Rec, res, next, and then. I just realised I think I secured the twos one. Oh no, I did. Tell a lie. I did. Yeah, I've never heard anyone complain about working Twitch, to be honest. It seems to be quite the nice place to be. Just now becoming an engineer, right? Okay. Yeah, that would explain it. What I'm thinking there. So you used to working from Finland, or going to move across to somewhere? I can't think what the place is called where it's based. I'm sure you'll know what I mean. Okie dokie, and then that's fine. Moving to Canada if when the migration. Ah, okay, right. Yeah, well, good luck with it. I'm sure you'll. I've got no doubt you'll be excellent at it, but you know, best of luck with it. And when everything breaks, we'll blame you for it as well. Yay! Alright, so it's a time zone thing, right? I suppose that's fair. Right, okay, so I think that works, but I'm going to have to test it later. But let's just see if there's anything quickly I can do. I'd like to count those in extreme, I think it'd be quite nice. So currently what we've got is on this bit. This is a mess. This is where all the emotes converted. I'm in no way proud of it, but here's what it is, I suppose. So I don't think schedules currently pulled through, but then again, I can't remember how I store schedules anymore. Tell you what, I have to check if I submit profile as a streamer, I can make one. Other. Yeah. No. Okay. Back on this page, we can edit. Schedule stream, here we go. Right. test, 1, 2, 3. Start date today, end date also today, midnight to 1, and we'll be streaming creative, because why not? Did they interview for admin now, or is that nothing they did? Because I remember they never actually used to put an application for it, because I remember there was some, there was one that was looking for Russian or something on the thing, on the job site, which I thought was a bit strange. Okay, that's fine. Now I can look into this and see. Fine. That's the street. Oh. Okay, so it's called Streams, is the one I want, which is contained within the actual data object, so that's fine then. I wonder if that's sorted though. Admin moved to proper job interviews. Alright, I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. I always thought the approach of, you know, we'll approach you, don't approach us was the better way forward for something like that, but you know, it's the same for global mods as well. I suppose it's not being paid though, is it? So it might not be. I'm looking for this. Here we go. Okay, so it is in order then. So that's fine. Then I suppose I'll need to find the nearest one, won't I? Right, okay. So at least I know what I've got to do. I don't think I'll do it now because I'm going to have to worry about something else. There's another problem I'm currently facing is that when you have your scheduled streams, which I can show you, this time here is now obviously passed. It's currently my time. It's currently 3rd of November at almost 11, whereas this is at 1 in the morning, so this is past, so there's no need to show it anymore. So yeah, I think I'll have to leave that there and come back to it next week on the next stream. Yeah, so that's that really, I think, for now. I've got another bit done, so it's good to know. So thanks for watching, thanks to Denaxi for following, thanks for Ventit for keeping me company, and Denaxi for keeping company as well, and thanks to the lurkers who've been chilling there. So yeah, I'll see you all soon hopefully. Thanks for staying, goodbye.